Welcome back to vSpice. In this session, we'll continue with the instrumentation standard drawing, wherein we'll focus on cables, trays, and wiring in the control building. So, control building in the sense underneath the false flooring. So, this is your false flooring underneath how you are routing the cable trays and the cables. All these aspects we are going to cover. This is a typical example, and of course, this is very lesser actually. Not the height is only I think maybe 100 150 only, but normally we go with 500 to accommodate the trays and the cables, friends. Okay, this drawing is only for reference. Okay, now what are all the aspects we should focus? First, we need to come out with the method for separation of cable. Signal cable, fiber optic cable, power cable, grounding cable, intrinsically safe cable. So meaning signal cable, there are various levels of signal, how we are segregating. Then signal cable and power cable, how we are routing. All those we need to take into account while preparing the typical drawing. Then method of installation of cable at crossing point. When two cables, high level and low level signals are crossing, how we are going to do? Normally, when we do this, crossing, we'll have a small bump actually, a small bump, so that you can make the necessary space actually. That is one of the point. Okay, then of course the method of installation of cable support. All these aspects we should take into account, and of course I'm going to take you through all the detail with the typical example. Okay, now this is a typical drawing for a instrument cable trays and cables inside the control building. Okay, so just visualize, friends. This is your false flooring, free access floor. This is all the free access floor. You see how the cables are laid. This is your low level signal cable. This is your panel wherein the connectivities are there, and we will discuss this connectivity in the next slide. But here we will limit to only the cable laying and trays. Okay, this is the low level signal cable. And you see here, this is the high level signal cable. So when there is a crossing, see how it is, there is a bump, right? There is a bump around 150 mm spacing is there. So accordingly, the tray and support are provided. And you see here the section AA, I just cut this. You see here, this is the cross sectional area of AA. See, this is the cable, right? This is your low level signal cable. Then this guy coming here, tray is there with the support, and on top of that we have this cable of high level with minimum space of 150. Okay, this is one example. Then how about the power cable? The power cable is all together in a separate routing. You see here, this is the tray for this, and inside this the power cable is routed here. Okay, so that's about the typical drawing, friends. This is how we need to come out of the typical drawing for the cable tray and cables inside the building. Okay, now I'll go into the second drawing, wherein I'll focus on the connectivity around the equipment, meaning the panel. Okay, now you see, friends, the same thing. You see this, that high level cable is coming and connected and going here, right? And see the low level cable, it is coming and connected here. So the spacing is also there. And of course, the cable marker is there. And when it's about to get connected to the panel, we have a relevant support, sufficient support. And of course, the whole panel is provided on a support. You see here, this support, right? Okay. And what else? Yeah, this power cable is separate here. It is separated with a sufficient space. So this is the typical drawing for a power, control, and signal cable, around the equipment. Okay. Okay, good. Now I'll take you to the other drawing. One moment. Yeah. This is the wiring. See? Okay. So if we see the wiring, friends, okay, maybe I'll come from here so that it will be easy. So the typical instrument wiring termination. So this is your cable, steel wire cable. This is how you need to represent. And you have this multi-cable. This is a multi-cable, right? Armor cable. And here you need to do the earthing. This is a grounding bus, right? This is for the safety earth. This one you need to connect. This is a typical drawing. Then you have a cable marker for the individual cable. And when we connect to the instrument terminals, you have this marker, right? Using a ferruling, right? Ferruling, cross ferruling, right? That is what I mentioned here. And this is, wow, this is another set of terminal. one set of terminal and continuing, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, like that up to 30. Okay, this is how we connect, right? This is, and here one point I want to inform you, the drain, the wire, this one also you need to connect to the grounding bus, and that bus is connected to the mother grounding using the connector. Okay, this is how we need to what do you call, come out of the drawing. And when we do the sectional view of this, this is how it looks like. You have the TBs, the number 1, 2, and you have a ferruling, the cabling, all these are there. Okay, good to go, friends. Yes. And yeah, this one also I want to talk about the grounding resistance. There are type of grounding, enclosure grounding, cable shield grounding, DCS system grounding, IS grounding, all these actually. So when we talk about the plant grounding, the resistance is 10 ohms, which we have already seen in the last drawing actually. And this system grounding, IS all, we can get it from the vendor. Okay, right. So that's it, friends. Yeah. Thanks a lot for watching. And of course, if you are interested, I can proceed with other drawing. This is just a 4 drawings only. I plan to give a series of videos, around 20 videos, in fact, for each aspect. Each aspect means many, like, underground cable, how to prepare a drawing, and field instrument connectivity, junction box mounting on the paved area, unpaved area. Like that, I'm planning actually. Of course, it depends on your support. Keep supporting. Your each and every moment of support is very vital for our B Spice growth. Thanks a lot, friends, for your watching, and take care. Bye bye. See you.